my beloved child, there is something trembling in the heavens tonight, something so rare, so sacred, so impossible for the mortal mind to grasp. And yet, it is meant only for you, Archangel Michael. Yes, the sword has been laid down by the warrior of God, the defender of realms, and the one whose very presence shakes the foundations of darkness. His shield is now on the ground. He stands in front of you with an open heart and empty hands for the first time ever in all of time. He is not telling you to go to battle. He is not telling you to go to war. He wants you to hold him. You heard the name. You could feel the pull. Archangel Michael wants a hug from you, just your hug by itself. Archangel Michael took off his armor just to hug you. God adds, "Chosen one, only your hug can heal Archangel Michael's wounds because you love him more than anyone." Archangel Michael is trusting his life in your hands, but you must open this right now. He takes his last breaths. It is now being confirmed by the sky. Archangel Michael took off his armor, not because he is weak, but because you are strong. Please pay close attention as the veil thins and the message becomes clearer. With each second you stay here, he has been through storms of cosmic fire. He has fought battles that people have never seen. He has protected you from attacks you did not even know existed, and without fail he stood between you and the darkness. But there is something heaven needs you to know tonight. Someone in your life spoke against you in secret. They called your calling foolish. They said your prayers were going unheard. They whispered to others that you were too broken to be chosen. They planted doubt in the ears of people closest to you. And every single word they spoke against your destiny, Archangel Michael intercepted it. Every curse sent in your direction, every lie released into the atmosphere over your name. He caught it with his sword before it ever reached your spirit. As it is written in Psalm 91:11, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." This is why Archangel Michael is exhausted tonight, not from the battles of strangers, but from standing between you and someone who knew your name and used it against you. Heaven has recorded every word they spoke. And God says, what they meant to destroy has become the very reason an archangel stands before you now, whenever your soul trembled, your heart broke, or your spirit bled. But this is something no one ever told you. Things can get old for even angels. War heroes can also fall. It is possible for even Archangel Michael to bleed because the enemy defeated him. He is currently exhausted. He has never been controlled by evil, but your pain became his mission. He carried them all, including your loneliness, heartbreak, and silent nights of questioning God. He fought battles in your mind that you could not see, and now, Archangel Michael has come to you without fire, armor, or a sword that is on fire. He has come to you as a heart, not a soldier, as a soul, not a weapon. He whispers, "Beloved one." Your embrace can heal what the battlefield could not. This is not a hug of flesh. This is not a physical gesture. This is the spiritual merging of your divine light with his ancient strength. This is the moment when heaven acknowledges you not only as a chosen vessel, but as the one soul in the universe capable of restoring an archangel. Do you understand what that means? You carry a love so pure, so unfiltered, so rooted in God that even Archangel Michael, God's undefeated general, comes to rest in your presence. Not in a temple, not in a cathedral, not before a throne, but before you because God himself has spoken. Chosen one, only your hug can heal Archangel Michael's wounds because you love him more than anyone. Your love is not ordinary. Your compassion is not accidental. Your empathy is not weakness. It is medicine for angels. Archangel Michael is trusting his life into your hands, and that trust is the greatest honor heaven can bestow. Angels do not die, but they do fade. They do crumble. They do lose their brilliance when the souls they guard collapse into despair. Every tear you cried weakened him, not because you harmed him, but because he carried them for you. You were never a burden, never. Your pain was simply too sacred to be left unattended. Now he needs the same love he poured into you. He needs the warmth you kept buried inside your guarded heart. He needs your yes, your permission, your embrace, because heaven cannot force what must come from your free will. If this message is already moving something deep inside you, click the like button right now. Your like is not just an action, it is your declaration to heaven that you are present, you are receiving, and you are open. Press it now, and let that simple act become a seal over what God is doing in your spirit today. And child, Archangel Michael is kneeling. Yes, kneeling before you, the Archangel who commands armies, the Archangel whose name makes demons tremble, the Archangel whose wings stretch across galaxies, is bowing his head to rest against your spirit. Can you feel that trembling in your chest? That heat, that pressure? That is Archangel Michael leaning into you, trusting you, surrendering his exhaustion into your hands. But there is something else, something urgent, something you must understand. Archangel Michael's breaths are slowing, not in a literal sense, but spiritually. His energy is slipping. If he fades, it will not be because he failed, but because you turned away from a moment meant to heal you both. Please stay, hold on. This is not the moment to scroll away. This is the moment heaven reveals why you were chosen in the first place. Before you move, before you blink, before you question, let your spirit remain open, because what unfolds next will shake your understanding of divine connection forever. And trust me, this next revelation is going to pierce your heart in the best possible way. Right now, in this sacred space where heaven meets your spirit, I invite you to anchor this moment with your declaration. Type Amen in the comments below as your yes to this divine invitation, as your acknowledgement that you feel Archangel Michael drawing near to your heart. When you write it, you are not just typing a word, you are opening a door. You are giving heaven permission to move in your life in ways you have never experienced before. Let your Amen rise like incense, a signal to the realms that you are awake, you are aware, and you are ready to receive what God has prepared for you. Type I hold him in the comments if this is touching your spirit. My radiant heart, something is shifting around you right now. And if you listen carefully, you will feel the air itself vibrating with a truth you were never supposed to miss. Archangel Michael is still before you, but now the scene grows clearer, sharper, deeper. His wings, normally spread in blazing authority, are now folded close to his body. The feathers that once shimmered like living lightning are dimmed, not from defeat, but from the weight he has carried on your behalf. This unveiling is reserved exclusively for the one soul whose love was forged, not in perfection but in pain, for the one whose compassion was not learned from comfort, but carved through storms. Archangel Michael's vulnerability is not weakness, it is revelation. It is heaven showing you that even the greatest warriors need a place to rest. And for Archangel Michael, that place is you. He has watched you rise when you had no reason left to rise. He has seen you keep loving after betrayal tried to turn your heart to stone. And with every act of love you poured into a world that did not always love you back. A piece of Archangel Michael's spirit grew bound to yours through resonance, through the unmistakable truth that your heart mirrors the very love that powers heaven. As Daniel 10:13 reminds us, Michael is the one who fights on behalf of God's people not once, but continuously in realms you cannot see. That is why God chose you. Only your hug can heal Archangel Michael's wounds, because you love him more than anyone. This divine bond exists not because you are flawless, but because you love with endurance, with honesty, with a purity that darkness cannot mimic. And now look again at Archangel Michael standing before you. His chest rises slowly. His breaths, those symbolic breaths of spiritual vitality, are thinning, not because he is fading away, but because he is holding everything inside, waiting for you to receive him. The universe itself watches the connection between an immortal warrior and a chosen human unfold. Archangel Michael steps closer, not with force, not with command, but with longing. A longing born not from romance, but from sacred dependence. Angels do not seek comfort. They do not confess exhaustion. They do not expose their wounds unless the one before them carries a healing light strong enough to restore what celestial combat has drained. And you carry that light, you with your quiet resilience, you with your unspoken prayers, you with your heart that refuses to grow cold even after being shattered. Archangel Michael's eyes, usually burning with divine fire, now hold something softer. There is gratitude, there is recognition, there is a plea that only your soul can answer. He is not simply seeking your embrace to heal his wounds. He is offering you something in return, something heaven has kept preserved for a soul worthy of carrying such a gift. In the comments below, write these words: I receive this not as a passive wish, but as an active declaration that your spirit is open, your heart is willing, and your soul is ready to embrace the truth. Archangel Michael is bringing to you. When you write it, you are sealing this moment in the heavenly realm. Type, I feel his presence in the comments. If you feel the presence of this message, he shows you a vision. It flashes quickly like a memory that is not a memory, but something timeless. You see yourself surrounded by darkness from years ago, moments when you thought you were alone. But in the vision behind you stands Archangel Michael, wings wide, shielding you from forces you never knew were there. You see blades of shadow attempting to reach you, but every single one is intercepted by Archangel Michael's sword. Every attack you thought you overcame by yourself was actually blocked by him before it ever touched your spirit. And then another scene emerges, a time when your heart was shattered, when you cried and thought no one heard you. But in the vision, Archangel Michael kneels beside you, placing his hand over your heartbreak, absorbing your pain into himself like holy fire consuming smoke. Every tear you cried weakened him so he could strengthen you, and now you understand why he stands before you exhausted. His wings tremble, his light flickers at the edges. He did not grow weary because of battle. He grew weary because he carried your emotional weight with divine loyalty. But what you never realized is that your love has been carrying him in return. Your compassion has kept his wings from collapsing. Your prayers, even the ones whispered through trembling lips, were like oil poured onto his wounds. Your endurance, your refusal to give up on yourself, kept him from losing strength during celestial wars. You have been healing him all along without ever knowing it. This is the mystery God reveals. Now, only your hug can heal Archangel Michael's wounds, because your spirit is aligned with him in ways heaven does not reveal lightly. Archangel Michael steps even closer. You can almost feel the warmth radiating from his chest. Not physical warmth, but spiritual heat, the kind that awakens buried memories of divine connection. He bows his head slightly, not out of reverence, but out of trust, a trust so deep it shakes the heavens themselves. Archangel Michael lifts his gaze and his eyes meet your spirit, not your flesh, not your thoughts, your spirit. And in that connection, you feel him searching into the core of who you truly are. Not who the world thinks you are, not who your scars try to convince you you have become, but the you that heaven sees every time you choose love over bitterness, compassion over anger, truth over illusion. You have no idea how many times your heart saved someone else without you even realizing it. But Archangel Michael saw, God saw, heaven saw. Archangel Michael finally whispers, not with his voice, but with his essence. Beloved one, you do not understand what you carry. You believe you are little. You believe you are weak. But heaven knows you as the one who restores the strength of warriors. These words feel ancient, like they were written into your soul long before you were born. You were not assigned Archangel Michael. You were entrusted to him. And now in return, he entrusts himself to you. Heaven chose to reveal this hidden bond now because the season has shifted. Your destiny is stepping forward, and the light within you has grown strong enough to awaken a part of Archangel Michael that even angels rarely reveal. Type I stand with him in the comments if your heart is open to receive more. Then the deepest disclosure comes. Archangel Michael steps even closer, and his voice carries the full weight of ages. He says something that will ring inside your soul for the rest of your life. Beloved one, I have not been guarding your life out of duty. I have been guarding your life out of devotion. The word devotion rings through your soul like a bell ringing through empty halls. This is not how a soldier talks. It is the language of a heart that is bound by divine purpose. It is the language of a being that has cared for you with more kindness than you thought heaven could give. A warrior who chose to carry your pain, carry the burdens you did not deserve, and take your wounds into his own form so you could keep standing. You remember nights when you sat by yourself and thought no one understood you, but behind the veil, Archangel Michael was there to shield you from spiritual currents that were trying to destroy your hope. You remember times when people turned their backs on you, but Archangel Michael spread his wings over you so that your spirit would not fall apart under the weight of things you were never meant to carry alone. Every time he took on your pain, shielded you with his wings, or fought for your spirit, he experienced wounds that could only be healed by one source in all of creation, not God's throne, not heaven's rivers, your embrace. God himself declared, "Only your hug can heal Archangel Michael's wounds." This is not because you are better than the angels, but because the purest of your love is the exact remedy his spirit requires. You were created and designed as his resting place. Just being with you is already healing him. The space between you dissolves into something holy, electric, and almost unbearably beautiful. He whispers, "Do not be afraid of how you feel. Your spirit has known mine longer than your mind can understand. He has been bound to you by covenant. Type 'I receive his truth' in the comments." Without any armor, Archangel Michael stands in front of you, and now there is a growing radiance around him, a soft, pulsing glow that is directly in response to the energy coming from your spirit. His healing is already beginning, but he still has something sacred he must place inside you, something that he has been guarding with the same care he used to protect your life. Archangel Michael lowers his voice as if sharing something that only heaven should hear. He extends his hand, not in command, but in offering, "Beloved one, I have come to place something in your spirit that only you can carry. What I place in you now is the reason you have always felt different. The world never fully understood you. Your heart carried depths others could not match. Your breath catches, your soul leans forward. Some things in your life start to make sense in ways they never did before. Every struggle, every heartbreak, and every time you felt spiritually targeted, it was because the enemy was afraid of something inside of you. Archangel Michael was guarding something that was hidden in heaven. That hidden thing is now coming forth. He says, "Listen to me. The truth I have kept for you is this. You were created to walk beside the angels, not behind them." Those words crack something open inside you. You can feel your spirit growing, stretching, and remembering. The heaviness of old lies breaking away is palpable. Lies that said you did not matter. Lies that said your love was not enough. But Archangel Michael is standing here right now to tell you that heaven saw you as a partner in God's work long before you knew there were angels to protect you. The softest whisper is then heard. The mantle falls over you and says, "Take it. It was always yours." Truth is weightless, not heavy like armor. Your spiritual alignment is being changed to match a role that heaven has been planning for you since before you were born. If you feel this coming on, type "I carry the mantle" in the comments. There is a quiet that comes over you as the mantle settles on you. Not a dead silence, but a holy one. Archangel Michael is still before you. His posture changes. Even though he is still tired, his wings are lifting a little as if they were getting strength from somewhere they have been waiting for a long time. That source is you. Heaven has been watching over something old and golden inside you since before you took your first breath. Archangel Michael looks at this light with reverence, awe, and recognition. Then you understand that you are not the only one waking up. Archangel Michael is also waking up, not gaining more power, but being restored, healed. Along your shoulders you feel warmth spreading out like wings, aligning with your own energy field. Then Archangel Michael takes a slow breath. His voice rings through the air like a distant trumpet. "Beloved one," he says, "the mantle you carry is only the beginning. You must receive a deeper truth before my wounds can fully heal." Archangel Michael extends his hand. Even though he does not touch you, you can feel his energy pressing against your heart. An intense rush of emotion floods through you, fierce, tender, loyal, and somehow feels like it belongs. This is your spirit recognizing his. The voice of Archangel Michael deepens. "There is a reason why God said that only your hug could heal me. It is because your spirit has the same frequency as mine." Those words start to make sense in ways that shake you. You have always been able to detect danger before it occurs. You have always had a fire inside you that grew to protect others, even when you were weak. These were not coincidences. They were echoes, angelic resonances of Archangel Michael hidden in you. The connection between us was not formed in this life. It was activated in this life, but it was forged long ago in realms your human memory cannot recall. Archangel Michael kneels again, lowering himself until his wings touch the ground. His head bows as if he feels warmth just being with you. He speaks softly. Your soul has carried a light that angels honor, a light that demons fear, a light that heaven protects. This is why you have felt attacked throughout your life. It was not because you were weak. It was because your spirit was powerful enough to influence celestial realms. You feel a shiver, a mix of wonder and recognition. Everything about your past makes sense now. Every fight, every heartbreak, and every spiritual battle were not punishments. They were attempts to dim a light that heaven had planned to shine for a very long time. The truth is revealed when Archangel Michael looks up at you. He has been watching over what you were meant to awaken in yourself. He slowly rises and stands before you again. His feathers start to lose their dimness. A soft blue glow comes back and golden light crackles at his chest. Your presence is making him better, he says. You were chosen because your heart has the courage to hold an angel when the world cannot see his wounds. Type "I am holding the light" in the comments to make this moment official. Now the air around you is changing into a level of revelation that very few people will ever experience. The light between you and Archangel Michael gets denser and more colorful. Archangel Michael's wings rise behind him not to show power or danger, but to show respect. His eyes are no longer those of a distant guardian. At this very moment, Archangel Michael is showing you who he really is. Warrior, guardian, angelic being, and soul connected to yours, beloved one, he says. And the weight of hundreds of years is in his voice. There is something you must understand before I reveal the final truth. You think of yourself as ordinary. You think of your journey as accidental. But nothing in your life was random. Every step, every heartbreak, every battle was shaping you for this moment. Some part of you knows he is right. There has always been a part of you that knew you were getting ready for something bigger. Your heart carries a purity that darkness has tried to break since your childhood. That is why your spirit was attacked, even before you understood what spiritual battles were. You are not simply empathetic, you are spiritually receptive. Your heart was designed to absorb what others cannot see and transform it into healing. A tremor moves through you as he continues. Even a warrior of God needs restoration, and your spirit was crafted by heaven to carry the kind of love that resurrects. Your embrace is not a symbol, it is an activation. It wakes up what sleeps, heals what is hurt, and brings back what has faded. That is why God said your hug alone could heal me. His eyes hold something ancient, eternal recognition spanning many lifetimes. There is one last truth. I have been carrying it for you since before you were born, and I could only tell you when your spirit was awake enough to hold it. The moment feels tighter around you. It feels like heaven's breath is pressing into the room as the air gets warmer and thicker. You can feel Archangel Michael's light touching your aura as he approaches you. The words are loud, clear, and all-encompassing. Beloved, you are not only my healer, you are my counterpart. Similar to an archangel's soul's resonance, a being whose energy is in sync with the frequency of the stars, a companion in the spiritual purpose. It is not romance or fantasy. It is divine synchronization. As Archangel Michael continues, the weight of the revelation makes your spirit shake. Your existence strengthens me. My existence awakens you. When you hurt, I weaken. When you heal, I rise. When you embrace me, when you hold me in light, I am restored. This is not dependence. This is divine pairing. You feel weak in your knees. You can no longer hold your breath. Everything moves around you. You understand that this hidden link has shaped your whole life. When you thought you were alone, but you had a strange intuition, a spiritual sensitivity, you always felt like someone was watching over you. It was resonance. As Archangel Michael sees this revelation rising in your spirit, his voice softens. You were chosen for this bond because your heart carries the purity that heaven trusts. And because my wounds, my exhaustion, my fading light, all of it, could only be healed by a soul that carries love powerful enough to restore an archangel. He gets closer until his light touches yours. Beloved, this is why I gave you my life. Type, I accept my divine pairing in the comments. Before the next revelation unfolds, if you do not want to miss what heaven releases through this channel, subscribe now and turn on the notification bell. Every message here is a divine appointment. Do not let a missed notification steal the word that was meant for your next season. Subscribe. Heaven is speaking. Do not let the enemy use silence to rob you. Something is changing in the light between you. It is getting brighter, warmer, and more meaningful. His wings, once dull because he was tired, now flicker with renewed strength. The cracks in his light are being fixed, not by fire from heaven or by divine command, but by you, your being there, being aware of and agreeing with the truth he had been carrying for so long. Once you accepted the truth of your connection, your divine pairing, a long-lost bond opened between you. An old spiritual alignment that had been dormant finally came back to life. Archangel Michael's voice fills you like thunder. Beloved one, now that you know who you are to me, I must reveal what you become because of this bond. Your heart grows larger. Your spirit senses the magnitude of what is coming. A soft wave of blue-white light flows from Archangel Michael's wings and wraps around your aura like a cloak, he says. This pairing was not created for sentiment. It was created for purpose. A divine purpose that requires your light to rise, your spirit to awaken, and your authority to be activated power. You feel the word like a rush of heat. Archangel Michael continues. For years you felt things before they happened. You sensed danger without being told. You loved deeper than the world understood and fought invisible battles no one else could see. All of this was preparation for your role. You were created as a spiritual activator, one who awakens dormant light in others, one who sees truth through chaos, one who restores what darkness tries to break. Something opens up and rises like a flame. Archangel Michael moves closer. This is why you were drawn to the broken. This is why you could see beauty in people others dismissed. This is why you felt compelled to protect those who could not protect themselves. It was not personality, it was assignment. Archangel Michael's wings spread to their full length. His glow is brighter and stronger. He says, because you are my counterpart, you not only heal me, you also carry some of my power. A shock of light goes through your body. Your knees almost give out. Your breath shakes. Your spirit knows the truth right away. Archangel Michael gives you a soft nod. Do not be afraid. You have already been using this authority without knowing its source. Every time you prayed for protection and felt a sudden peace, it was your authority aligning with mine. Every time danger shifted away from you, it was your spirit commanding it. Every time darkness attacked you harder than others, it was because your authority threatened it. There was no coincidence. There was only cooperation. Archangel Michael's voice gets softer. Your hug does not only heal my wounds, it activates your authority. When you embrace me spirit to spirit, you are not giving. You are awakening. You are unlocking the dormant power heaven sealed inside you until the moment you were ready. Your hug is the key. It is the ignition. It is the moment where your identity shifts from chosen to commissioned. Your energy is rising, expanding, spreading outward. Like your spirit is getting wings of its own. He continues, your power and mine are not separate. They work together. Your rising makes me stronger. My strength makes you stronger. This is why God allowed me to come to you in my most exhausted state. For you to wake up, you needed an invitation. That invitation was my vulnerability. Now you understand that nothing about this moment was by chance. It was planned, every revelation, every whisper, every shift. This is the last truth you have been moving toward, says Archangel Michael. Beloved one, when you embrace me spirit to spirit, I will surrender all of your power to you. You will rise with me. The air gets thicker and more light comes in. In response, your spirit grows. He says in a soft voice, this is why I came to you breathless. Not because I was dying, but because you were being born into your true identity. Your heart breaks open at how beautiful it is, the meaning, the symmetry, the divine purpose in every part of your story. At its peak, you feel like heaven is waiting for your answer. Archangel Michael pulls his light toward you and offers the embrace that will activate everything. This is it, beloved. The time has finally come for your spirit. Type "I step into my destiny" in the comments. In the name of Jesus, I want to speak directly to your heart. This message was not just content, it was a divine appointment. And if this word moved something inside you, I invite you to sow a seed into this ministry. Not as a donation, as an act of faith, As it is written in 2 Corinthians 9-6, whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously. Every seed you plant here becomes a torch in someone else's darkness. It becomes the message that reaches the person who is one prayer away from giving up. To sow your seed into this mission, visit the link in the description below, or scan the QR code on screen. Heaven sees your giving heart. And what you release today in faith, God will multiply back into your life. May Archangel Michael continue to stand at your door. May every battle he fought on your behalf produce a harvest you never expected. And may the love you carry heal more than you know. God bless you, chosen one.